This is Kim from Crane's Booksmithing. Hope you guys are having a really lovely day. Today I have finished one of my books I've been making, and I think she's quite a beauty. She has about, 7 signatures. And here's the back. And she has some hand sewing right here. And I think she's quite lovely. Some vintage buttons, and let me see what I have here for her. She's somewhere about 5.5 by probably 8.5. I'll have the right measurements down. And she's about 2.5 inches, I believe it was, spine. And she's a repurposed book. And she has 98 pages, and there are various kinds, different sizes. Some you can write on and some you can collage on. The lace is vintage. It's really old. So, and then I thought I would tie it instead of a bow this time. I thought that was kind of cute. I have some little beads. This one I sewed on. She has various laces. Let's see, let me open this. And let you see what she looks like inside. Here she is, and here's a little book page that I thought was so cute. And I've been putting them in my books because they're so sweet. And some tags that I have made, and you can write in the back of them. And then some lace that's been coffee dyed. And then here's a little pocket I made. I mean a little envelope. And it doesn't have anything in it, so you can put whatever you would like. And just some book pages. This one, of course, I've been using lately has been from a wedding book. And these designs most of them are from Graphics Fairy. Some from the old design shop. There's a vintage button. And some stenciling, which I really like to do stenciling in my books. This little saying here came from an advertisement, and it's really cute. And it came from I've been using some old magazines, and this one's from a 1928 magazine, I believe it was. And here's a little boy, and this came from the old magazine. Some more stenciling. And I made these little, looks like tape, well it is tape, and I have distressed it, and I think it's really quite cute. There's plenty of pages to write on, and coffee dyed, and pages, and book pages, and it's really cute. This is a cute little, let's see if I can get that off, little card. It's a wedding gift. It says, a wedding gift with best wishes. Isn't that pretty? And has some writing in there. You can open it. You can even write inside if you want to. This is very old. This is probably about 80 years old, this card, I would think. Anyway, I think it's so precious and pretty. That little, so it doesn't get lost there. Let's see. And here's a vintage button and some laces and a little material and house plans, and in the back you can write on it. And I cut this out of a magazine. I just liked it, so I put it in here. And some papers and ledger papers. And this came from a German book. And then here's some very old lace, very, very old. I did put a little charm there, or little beads there. And this came from an old collar, and I believe that it could be handmade. It seems like it is to me. It's very old. Lovely, just lovely. And just different little pages here. And little dogs, which I like using these dogs. I think they are so cute. And there's some just pretties here and there. And I do love the old time scrapbooking from long ago, the way people used to do it, and I thought it was so fun. And here's some people dancing, and this is from that old German book. There they are dancing, some couples, and put some lace over that. And I like to try to get that kind of feeling in my books. I don't know if I'm achieving it, but I hope I am. And here's a vintage little playing card. And I do like how how they stuck different things and they cut things out and pasted it in their book. I think that is so sweet and special. And here's some vintage buttons and vintage lace. There's that. This I found in a thrift shop, and it was a little box, but I copied it, and it's from the 30s. And I thought this was fun. I put a little, punched a hole here. Let's see if I can get that right. And then stuck this on. I think that is cute. I'm going to try that on some other books too, because I really like the way that looks. And I tied it with some pretty string with a little gold in it. And it looks so cute. Here's a pocket. Have anything in it, and it has 2 pockets right here. See? So some stenciling and some different things. Tag I had made, and little birds, and you can write in the back of that. This is from a music book, old one, from the 30s, I think, 20s, something like that. And just thought it would be fun to use them. And some of these I'm even going to make, sorry about the airplane, but some of these I'm going to be making some tags with too, which I think is fun. But I decided to use some on the pages because I thought that was cute. Just different places that you can write, and here's another pocket. I collaged that tag there, and did some sewing right here, some hand sewing just for decorative look, and to close these pockets. And here's some paper to write in the back if you want, and a little card. See, and here's another tag. I made that collage of just this and that. This is from an old box of paper clips. Very old box. And then here, this came from a beautiful lace dress. I thought it was really pretty. It is vintage. I thought it was really pretty. And here's just a little saying: a day is made more beautiful when touched with kindness. There's lots of places to journal. That's a beautiful wedding cake, and this isn't meant to be a wedding book, but if you want to use it that way you can, but I just thought it was so pretty that I just stuck it in here anyway. It's from that bride's book I've been using, because this is a book full of this and that, to give it that feeling of someone that had just added through the years, and I think it's really pretty. And here's somebody's name, and it was a label on the magazine, on one of the magazines, and I thought it was fun how they didn't have exact addresses the way we have now. Here's some old vintage, they're not vintage, but they look, the picture looks vintage, and well, this little piece here is vintage, and the song page and stuff is, but the others is new, made to look vintage. Then of course I had a few of these I've been using. Let's see, what have I done here? There we go, I got a little glue there. Yeah, that looks great. I think that's beautiful. And then I stuck this in the back. I thought that was pretty, and I love that on that paper. And I bought this paper, and you know, it's the papers that we buy all the time at Hobby Lobby and Joann's, places like that. And this one was an older one, and I bought it at a estate sale, and oh, the house was so beautiful. The backyard was even more beautiful. It had a swimming pool, and it had little garden areas that were like, would be great for breakfast in the morning, and it was just so beautiful. It wasn't really a big yard though. I've been looking at these 20s magazines and 30s magazines, and it seems like people were very much into gardening and just thinking about their flowers and things like that. And this picture here came from a magazine, and it's a sort of like an Art Deco style. So I thought that was fun, so I included it. An old car. Vintage page of a map. Some more stenciling, and then just all of this. Now this is a pocket, and I do have a clear front to it, so if you wanted to add anything or put a picture there instead. Some more vintage lace. And this lady here is showing off her beautiful linen and how clean she has gotten it. It's so funny, the ads that I have been looking at, what they would say. And this one's some equal dyed paper that I have cut out. And another tag I have made. And some little scrappy thing here. I don't know really what you call these things, but I think it's cute. And then a little side pocket here with a little journaling card with a vintage card on it, plain card on it. So, let's see, and this flips like this. To write something secret behind. And I noticed that in the old scrapbooks, they used a lot of rats in there. And this came from one of the old magazines. I thought, you know, that's going to be fun. I'm going to do it, and I hope you guys, somebody will like it. I think it's cute, and he's munching on some cheese, I think. Anyway, I thought that was cute, and I've seen that they used it a lot, and it's really fun. I don't know why, but they did. Here's a pretty lady with her braid, getting ready to get married, and that's from that wedding book. And there she is. And she's going to be on my Etsy shop, so please, if you would like to buy her and take her home and make her yours, then please do. And you guys have a really great and wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe too. Bye.